Well, I'm David Sandstrom. My father, Aldine Sandstrom, had a small distributorship in Duluth for many years. He played semi-pro basketball for a team in Duluth that was owned by Ole Hogsrud, who wound up owning a piece of the Vikings. And Ole was a wholesaler like we are today. And my dad started selling candy, tobacco, cigars, things like that for Ole when he wasn't playing basketball for him, and developed a pretty good business in Duluth. An illness struck and he sold his business. In 1960, he came up here to meet his brothers to fish and fell in love with the community, fell in love with Grand Rapids. And he came back home and he told my mother that they needed to move to Grand Rapids, which she was against. And she finally agreed after months of arguing that he could come up here, and if he could establish some sort of business, she'd think about moving up here. So he came up January 1st of 1960 with an old used truck with candy, tobacco, sundries, drug sundries, and other small items. Stayed in a Pekagama Hotel in Grand Rapids, which is now a historical site. By March, he had developed enough business for her to move up here. He needed help. He was a workhorse. And so they moved up and rented a house with a one-stall garage, and my sister moved up. I stayed in Duluth because I was involved in sports in the school I was in. And he just continued to, for a one-man operation, it was amazing what he established with three principles that we have thrived on over the years, and leading with obviously hard work, integrity, honesty, and service. If he was there at 10 o'clock on Monday morning, one week he was there at 10 o'clock Monday morning every week. And people like that. Well, I came home in 1970 after 4 years in the military and some college. And we bought a building, moved out of a garage into a building together, and started to grow. And grow did we. We bought out another distributor, wound up with direct franchises. And by 1975, we were pretty well established as a full-line distributor. That was also the year that he got sick and passed away in 1976. My mother was a big part of the business, helping him out. And I got married in 1970, and 2 years later my wife joined, so it was a real family operation. From then on, we started hiring people.